Wow. So I just finished seeing Star Wars Rogue One, or Rogue One, the Star Wars story, however you want to view the marketing of this movie. And I must say, I'm pretty amazed. I really did not expect this, especially from a prequel Star Wars movie, as we all know about the history of that. But this movie was definitely on par with being one of the best Star Wars movies within the franchise. If you said this was the best one or the best one since, Empire, I definitely would not argue with you. Going into the movie, I heard about the reshoots and things of that nature. Also, how this movie was going to lead right up to Episode 4. So I didn't really know what to expect. And the trailers, they kind of showed just enough to get me intrigued, and I understand why they showed little of Vader now. He's definitely not in the movie as much as I thought he was going to be, but when he shows up, he really does do his thing. But all I wanted really with Vader was just see him do a lightsaber fight or something. Just want to see him use the sword one time, and wow. But that's all I have to say about that. Maybe I'll do a spoiler review later after I post this. But Star Wars Rogue One, for those that don't know, it's basically the story that you see in the opening credits of the initial Episode 4 movie. Just about that story about how they got the Death Star plans and how that occurred and all that fun stuff. And this movie, for a prequel, it definitely felt like its own thing. It fit within the Star Wars universe, but it definitely did its own thing. I really like the several nods that they had to the original trilogy and even a little bit toward the prequels. You definitely get your references, like for example, this blue milk. If you remember that, I think they had some chessboard thing in there too. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm not gonna go into no spoiler territory if you guys can't tell yet, but yeah, I really did like this movie, and we follow the character Jyn Erso, who was the daughter of this guy who basically makes the Death Star, and with the rebellion, that's who she works with. Her plan really is just to save her father, and she kind of gets wrapped up into this whole, Empire versus the rebellion battle of the Death Star. And I think they did a good job of following the line of not being too much like the original trilogy, but being its own thing too. And I really can appreciate that. This movie definitely is probably the darkest and most down Star Wars movies since Empire. Probably before even in the prequels and all. It definitely shows a lot of desperation, a lot of um, egos involved, a lot of bitterness. You have people that are the rebellions. You don't even know if they're the good guys or not. They're doing things that you wouldn't really associate with the rebellion. So you see how much this whole time with the Empire being in charge for the past 20 or so years, or however long it's been since Episode 3 in this case, you definitely see how much the Empire has had a hold on the whole galaxy, and how people are just looking for that piece of hope that needs to happen within this whole universe. And they use the word hope not a lot, but they kind of throw it in there every once in a while, and it kind of got annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I really feel like they should have used the word hope maybe as like the very last line of the movie, which I think they did if I remember right. I definitely want to see this again. I may go see this movie again tomorrow for all I know. I really did enjoy this movie. The crew of the rebellion, I thought they were pretty cool too. Donnie Yen, I forget the name of his character, but he was great. As a martial artist, I definitely love seeing him doing his moves with the stick and all. It really felt in place and natural, and his acting was pretty good too. He fit the galaxy. I like his partner too with the gun. I forget his name. I thought he was real good, and you can tell, he was really nice, companion with Donnie Yen's character. Diego Luna's character, I thought he was really like the Han Solo of this type of movie. You didn't really know what he was thinking or what he was trying to do, and you always know for him, every once in a while he just had to do the right thing just because he was a part of this group. So I really like that, and I really like how they showed how conflicted he was. I like the pilot dude too. He's pretty nice. I wish I would have seen him fly a little bit more since he was known in the galaxy as a pilot. I just want to see how good he was and all. But I thought he did a good job, and Jyn Erso definitely being the catalyst of this whole film. She had the most characterization out of everybody, and I really felt that Felicity Jones did an amazing job of portraying her. And there's no way in hell that she's Rey's mother. That's dead. If you've seen the movie, you understand. But there's no way in hell she's Rey's mother. and Felicity Jones did a phenomenal job, and Jen Erso is definitely kind of like Diego Luna's character, where you don't really know what she's thinking, what she's doing. So I really like how they did that. This movie definitely puts the war in Star Wars. You see a lot of action going on, a lot of scenes with AT-ATs, a lot of stormtroopers in here, a lot of fighting, a lot of bullets. I'm surprised I didn't see no blood, especially after the Force Awakens. How in the beginning shot you see blood on the stormtrooper of Finn's stormtrooper jacket. So I'm surprised they didn't have blood in this one. But I understand why they didn't to fit in with the whole original trilogy, as I said earlier. But Vader, man, I will pay money again just to see those little 5 or 10 minutes that he's in the movie. I would love to see that again, man. Overall, I thought this movie was really, really good. Director Gareth Edwards. I didn't see Godzilla, so I can't speak on that, but you definitely see how large like the AT-ATs are, and for a prequel movie, this definitely feels like its own thing, and it's a great companion piece for Episode 4. Like after watching this movie, I just wanted to go home and watch A New Hope right after, because like it really leads right into A New Hope, and I love how they did it. I understood going into the movie that it was going to lead up to the Episode 4, but the way they did it, I just thought it was so marvelous, man. So overall, I think ranking this movie wise within the whole Star Wars universe, this movie, it may be in the top 3. For me, it's probably Empire number 1, A New Hope number 2. I'm gonna go Rogue One, The Force Awakens, Return of the Jedi, um, Episode 3, Attack of the Clones, and the first one, the Episode 1. That's probably going to be my ranking for this one. I know I gave The Force Awakens an A+, but honestly, that was just off of fan hype. For a realistic rating, I did say in that review, I believe, I probably would have gave the movie an A-. This one here probably gets an A. Like, the last, 30 minutes, the last act, that's really bumped this movie up from, like, a B+ to, like, an A for me. I don't know if that's just fan hype for me, but I really did like this movie, and I please, see this movie. Please, see this movie. So, did you see Rogue One, Star Wars Story? If you have, comment below and I want to know. Did you like the movie? Did you think it was a great companion piece to Episode 4? If you're new, you want to hit the like button for this video. You want to hit the subscribe button for this channel and join the quest. Also, I'm still doing my Perfect Blue analysis. Should be up hopefully within the next month or so.